Good afternoon, everybody. Happy July 5th. And boy, am I. oh no. Am I exhausted? Not because I did much today. I didn't do anything but just sat in the heat, right? Talk about first world problems. But first of all, let's get down to brass tacks. I did weigh myself this morning at 6 a.m., 233.4. I I can't change over to my ChatGPT log profile thing, but I did have it logged in there. So I did have about 600, 700 grams of pulled pork, just pulled pork. And then I had about two scoops, not two scoops, but two big handfuls of tortilla chips with salsa. It didn't have any soda. I had like two things of water. Uh, but that's for the most part. I think, and I also had like a little bit of some Fanta cake, right? Just cake that tastes like Fanta. But other than that, that's it. Right? There's still a lot of food there. It was so tempted, excuse me, to just drown myself into some Coca Cola and some sodies, and get some, eat a lot more than that pulled pork. That was like the only beef or not beef, but just protein there for the most part, and just like the craving of just something salty was like intense, right? So that's probably because I didn't eat, didn't drink any of my electrolytes before we left. So I had that. You know what? You just crave the salt. So hence is why the two things of chips. Which, to be honest, if it was like last year, oh no, last year I'd be done. Last year would be intense. But I do think that I did pretty good, keeping myself accountable. I didn't drink any sodies. I did have a little bit of piece of cake. I didn't get seconds. If anything, I just had like a really big, huge. No, I did get seconds of pulled pork. Yeah, and the chips. So I did have two plates, right? So I probably could have stopped at one. Um, but uh, but yeah, it would work for me. I don't feel guilty about it. I feel good. I feel fine. But let me tell you what about today. So 233.4 is what I weighed myself about 6 a.m. this morning, because we did have some gentlemen come and replace our electrical box, going from like a 100 amp to a 200 amp because our house is old, and we just want to future proof. And it's funny though, because there's no way our house would even come close to pulling 200 amps unless we get like four or five like Tesla charging stations, right? But we were laughing about it. But I was like, no, we need to upgrade because where my office is at, or like in the living room where like our family computers at, right? There's also like our wall outlet, right? And so anyway, we had it upgraded, but just the heat for the 3 to 4 hours of them, replacing it. Unlike yesterday, there was no wind, there was no breeze, and we opened up all the windows, and the heat just stood here, right? There was no flow, it was nothing. So it's almost just like slowly baking in a sauna, right? So I did sweat a lot. I really don't feel good. I feel like I was out on the beach without the sun, but just the heat. So I don't really feel good. I did eat. We couldn't open the fridge or the freezer, right? So because we didn't want to open it and let like the cold air out to, you know, mess with the food. So we ended up getting Little Caesars pizza, right? Let's go, right? I did eat some Little Caesars pizza, but in the morning I did make bacon and eggs. Bacon, I think I had six pieces of bacon and three things of eggs. So the bacon, if I remember correctly, was two slices equals 190 calories? No, four slices. I Anyway, I think two servings is 190 calories, which is four slices of bacon. But if I remember correctly, but anyway, so I had six things of bacon and three things of eggs, but like the two extra pieces of bacon I had like along the way, right? Um, and then when they were done, I was like, man, it's so hot. Like we had to turn on like our window AC, and then my wife is like, I don't want to open the fridge. Plus, I don't want to cook. Like this heat is just killing me. So I was like, fine, I'll get us some Little Caesars pizza. I ate three slices, and I put it in my tracker, and I think it just got me to about 18 to 2,000 calories. And after that, I ate about 250 grams of cantaloupe, and then I think I'm just done for the day. I think I'm just done. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna work out. I'm not gonna walk on the treadmill. That heat just kicked my arse, and it was just not good. But anyway, that's the weekend. It was great. Again, still felt like there were some. So good control there as far as eating. So that's good. But we can go in and check this out for a little bit, just this tracker, see how things are going. So my trends. Oh, look at that. I'm yo-yo dieting, right? Is that what they up and down, up and down, up and down. So started at what 234 for this week, and then at 234. Look at that. Look at that. Right on it. Daily rate -2 pounds. Trends -1 pound. Lowest 219. When the hell was that? I think that's when I first got this damn thing. Oh my god. So for the month, um, started at 235. At least it looks like it's going down. That's good. 3 months. Yeah, 234, 235, 1 year. 236. When was that? When was that? 236. November 25. Oh, okay. Oh, it took me like 7 months or whatever, 8 months to lose. Fucking. Oh, excuse my language. 8 or 9 months to lose like 3 pounds. That's so sad. But anyway, I do feel good. I do feel, since I've been lifting weights also, that I am shedding some inches around my waist because I know my jeans fit a lot better, and I know I went down like a loop, not a loop, but like a hole, like a belt hole, and I do see some kind of a little bit of muscles popping out here and there, not just like body fat. So I know with the eating and the calorie restriction, I am doing good. At the same time, I'm probably just building muscle, and that's why I don't see like a crazy dip. But I'm proud. I'm happy about it. I'm ecstatic. And I know tomorrow, I don't have to work tomorrow because I made sure I took a day off for tomorrow because I didn't know if the electrical company was going to come and check out the work that the gentleman did, which they did a great job. But other than that, um, tomorrow we'll do weights. I will weigh myself again in the morning. Um, like right in the morning, I'll weigh myself and then eat probably some more eggs and maybe some more bacon again, right? Possible of that because I know my wife ain't cooking nothing today or preparing nothing because we just don't want to open the fridge. Um, and then, yeah, then we should be able to rock and roll and go from there. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. And then we should be able to rock and roll. We should be able to go. There's no other festive food eating holiday that I can think of except for like was it Labor Day in September or like when school starts. But I mean, besides that, is what excuse me, what Halloween when I'm testing all my kids' candy with a dad tax. So yeah. Also, the rest of the month is looking good. I can get we can just do the weigh-ins, doing the chat GPT, the AI stuff, and go from there. Oh man. No, excuse me. Hope I'm not getting sick. Um, let's see what else we got here. Trends. They don't do any body weight. There's my history. Wait, March. When did I start this? The 24th? No. Yeah. Okay. June, July. All right. Oh, that's June. July. 231. Oh, 231 is the lowest. Okay. So next week, if we can keep that 231 by Friday, that'd be great. And go from there. But I'm gonna have to cut it. I'm not feeling too good. I'm gonna have to lay down or something. That heat just kicked my butt. But you guys have a good one. Please let me know how your July 4th went and how you're doing, and then we can continue to prompt to lose. You guys have a good one.